life. It is Fitzy and Wippa. Magnificent Goodrem. Yes.
Oh, my God. Good to see you sober for once.
Please. You too, Wippa.
We had a drink the other night at Christian Wilkins, the Prince, at his 21st birthday, Richard
Happy
Wilkins'
birthday,
son.
Christian.
And we were just talking about how there was a bit of an awkwardness and maybe an elephant in the room, Fitzy, because the Prince's 21st, as they call him, Christian's nickname is the Prince, if Dickie is the king, happened to be on the same day Prince died.
But it kind of had a big, it was because, you know, I love Christian so much and I love watching him grow up. And so that is his nickname, and there was the big balloons of Prince. So it just looked like from afar that we were having a really big party for Prince that day. I think Prince would have been shining on it, personally, like shining a light.
Or did it look like you were celebrating his death?
I don't know.
God, it looked like a tribute party. You should have got up and sang Raspberry Beret instead of Happy Birthday.
Doves cry, something,
Did you do the Happy Birthday?
I did, of course.
Seductively? Did you do it in a bit of a...
Well, actually, I was on my new profession as a birthday singer on the weekend.
Oh, wow.
2 nights back to back, I was the official birthday singer. My second night's one was a different crowd, so I went for that on that night. But this one, I was a little more straightforward. Happy birthday.
Have you ever done a birthday, or have you crashed a wedding before? Have you ever surprised a couple by performing at a wedding?
That. Actually, my best mate was with me on we had a wonderful, it was a 50th, so it was the 21st on the Friday and then a 50th for my dear friend Glenn as well on the Saturday night, and there was this wedding, and my best friend was like, go, run in, and I was like, oh, you dammies, I was running over. But as I went to run in to crash this wedding, it was their first dance. I was like, well, abort, we're not going in, because they had this beautiful first dance going, and then I was just mesmerised. I don't know, I was totally watching the wedding for a while, but I was like, oh wow, she looked so beautiful, and she was having this wedding, but I was just staring at her, so I aborted that. But no, never really crashed.
Yeah,
you know what?
I'm game to, of course, you know.
Yeah, we should
do that as a group.
Can we? We'll
wedding,
find the wedding.
We're the new wedding crashers.
And we're going to drive around Sydney in a limo, and we're going to pull up at weddings, and you've got 30 seconds to run in and sing a song and get back in the car.
Let's do it.
How much fun would that be? You know what was interesting too, Fitzy, about the party was Christian's mum. Was there, and now Christian's mum was the story. Remember we heard about when Dickie went out with Rebecca Gibney, and Rebecca Gibney gave Dickie a rose on the plane. He then gave the rose to another girl. That ended up being Christian's mum, but unfortunately he left the card from Rebecca Gibney still attached to the rose.
That's a classic. I love them. They can do no wrong. It obviously clearly worked out, because it had Christian. So
I know. Has a man stuffed up with you like that before? Because blokes are hopeless.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I remember this one time getting flowers, that he was still trying to we're kind of broken up and on, off. And then I remember getting sent this bunch of flowers, and I was like, oh, okay. And then it said a different name, and I was like, oh, really?
No.
And then I kept dropping these subtle hits because, he kept calling just, as normal chat and stuff. And we weren't, in fairness, we were still just kind of going on, but on, off. And then...
Who was it? Come on, you've got to give us some clues.
No.
Were you 40 loving with him, or was it a tennis player?
That was a long time. I forgot that even happened.
Yeah, that definitely happened. We all remember.
It's only 19, guys.
Hey, what about, did you know who the other girl was? Whatever the name was?
No, but they're perfectly happy together, so it made me...
Oh, they're together?
Yeah. They ended up together, but not at that time.
Bad mistake.
Still dating. And luckily, I was I love him to bits as my mate, so I would never...
Delta Goodrem, thank you very much, young lady.
Thank you
Thanks, Delta.
very much. I love that you always call me young lady. You always do. Maybe because you met me so young.
Sydney's Fitzy and Wippa. Nova.